Hello, everyone. Thank you once again for tuning in to another episode of the Recovery After Stroke podcast. My new book about stroke recovery is called The Unexpected Way That Stroke Became the Best Thing That Happened: 10 Tools for Recovery and Personal Transformation, and is now available for purchase on Amazon. The book tells the story of 10 stroke survivors and how they got to that stage in their recovery where they were able to reflect back on their journey and say that from a personal growth perspective, stroke was the best thing that happened to them. Recently, I received some awesome feedback by one of the people who purchased the book, which goes, "Great read by Bill Gassiamas, aka Recovery After Stroke. There are things that I'm trying to figure out regarding how to change moving forward as a stroke survivor, mainly how to get enough rest, which has always been an issue for me. There are many topics covered in this helpful book, and I recommend it to anyone interested." So it's really cool to receive feedback in a positive light about the book. And I am grateful when somebody goes to the trouble to send some feedback across and to make a post on Instagram. It's really amazing. So I appreciate the support. If you've had a copy of the book and you've read it and you have some feedback for me, I would love it if you were able to send me your thoughts, give me a little bit of an update on what you thought of the book, on how it helped you. It's been really awesome to discover how this book is making a difference. Now, this is episode 290, and my guest today is Keith Crusher Rush, who previously joined me on episode 229 when he was promoting his first book, which was written to help raise some money for equipment and other necessities after his brainstem stroke, which was caused by a burst AVM. Keith the Crusher Rush, welcome back
Yeah,
to the podcast.
that's it. That's it.
How are you, mate?
Hey man, I'm blessed, black and holly, baby.
It's Thanksgiving weekend. Are you celebrating?
it, it is Thanksgiving weekend, and I've been eating, I've been celebrating eating everything inside. I had like 4 rounds. I think I had 4 rounds on yesterday. It had the leftovers today, so I'm good.
That's good. That's good. What are you thankful for?
I'm thankful to be alive, man. I'm thankful that God has blessed me to be alive today, no matter what I've been through. Every day is a struggle, but I'm still here.
Good to have you here, man. I'm going to talk about your book. Last time you were on the podcast, we spoke about the book, right?
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. I got a copy. You got a copy too. And I have a new book that's out too.
All right. Before we talk about the new book, let's talk about the old book, because last time I didn't have a copy of the old book. Well, it's not old, it's very new, but it's the first book,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, it's my first book. The first book I ever done from when I had the show it was basically a book that I didn't know what I was doing, so it was an unconventional comedic type book. I kind of didn't know the format of how books go, but I kept writing and kept writing and kept writing. So this one is the first of the memoir. I have 261 other books. Relate all different types. I basically was learning from that one book.
This is the first one. There's 260 more to come, but don't worry about those for
Yeah.
now. We won't talk about those. I just want to talk about this one for a little bit, and then we're going to talk about the new one, right? So
Okay.
in this one here, I want to talk about the headings. So I'm going to read the chapter headings, and it
Okay.
says Crusher had a stroke based on a true story. We'll keep going. Here comes a big one. Uh-oh. So there's a little bit of more pain and suffering that was coming along. But
Yeah,
as you keep going through the book, um, you do describe kind of your journey and the things that you had to overcome and the things that you work through.
yeah,
And
yeah. I just basically was talking about the hospital stay. The like, here comes a big one. Uh-oh. You
tell,
know, just
tell me
putting
about the
it
big
in
one.
perspective of trying to make it funny.
Tell me
But
about the
it's
big one.
yeah, it's I mean for it to be funny, but serious and funny all at the same time. Cause sometimes you have to laugh to keep from crying. Uh, and then I didn't know what was going on, but I had the third stroke on the operating room table.
Yeah. You had that first stroke on the operating room table.
Yeah, no, it was the third one. I had the one stroke, the two stroke, and then the three stroke. The third one was on the operating room table and everything. I just, was trying to make it happen. As far as just write something down.
Why were you on the operating table?
I was on the operating table because of the second stroke. They found out what the stroke was. It was called the AVM, arterial venous malfunction, arterial venous malformation,
Yeah.
and it was basically when the blood vessels got jumbled up in my brain and my blood vessels at the spine of my neck, at the base of brainstem,
How,
all at the brainstem and everything.
it was in the brainstem.
Yeah, it was in the brainstem, and you know, that's when I had the third stroke right there when the doctor was operating on the second stroke because at first they didn't know what it was really. And I don't know what happened. I was knocked down. Of course, I was unconscious and everything, but I just know from all of the notes from my journal, uh my diary that my mom told me, and my mom told me, and my sister and all my family and everything.
How old were you?
I was 27 years old, and now I'm 41 years old. So you can live with a stroke. It takes time. It is hard every single day, but you can live with a stroke. You can live because I'm living for this long. I was in the prime of my life at 27 years old. Had a car, had a house, everything, a good job, good credit, and everything. I was just looking for a wife.
Yeah. And then you came home and your mum was your caregiver.
Yeah, my mom was my caregiver then, but now that she is, I'll say she's aged. I won't say she's disabled. I would just say she's aging. Now I'm happy to be the caregiver for her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the one who has to do everything. And so that's pretty much why I wrote the book because I was looking for the help,
You were looking
you
to
know.
sell some books to raise some money to support you and your mother because you are a proud gentleman. You do not want handouts. You want to offer something to get something in return. And what you're offering is some of your story in the form of a book. And then what you're hoping to do is raise some of that money so that you guys can put it to the things that you need.
Got it. You got it. You hit the nail right on the head there, Rob. Yeah. And for some reason, God just told me to keep writing, keep writing, keep writing. So then I ain't had nothing else to do. So I wrote, that's what, after writing this first book, I wrote 261 other books.
Now, the second book, you've got a copy there. Show us.
Yeah, I do. The second one is called It's All About the Tea. It's about 50,000 words. It's chronicling the high school championship game of my alma mater, my hometown. My hometown football team is called the Thompson Bulldogs, and it's chronicling it. You can pick this one up at Amazon. It'll be on my website soon, pretty soon as I get enough money to get from the other book to get some of this book and all my websites and stuff done. I have a website, www.crush, KRUSH, the writer, THEWRITER.com.
Crush the
Crush
Writer.
the Writer, yeah.
Crushthewriter.com.
If you've had a stroke and you're in recovery, you'll know what a scary and confusing time it can be. You're likely to have a lot of questions going through your mind. Like, how long will it take to recover? Will I actually recover? What things should I avoid in case I make matters worse? Doctors will explain things, but obviously you've never had a stroke before. You probably don't know what questions to ask. If this is you, you may be missing out on doing things that could help speed up your recovery. If you're finding yourself in that situation, stop worrying and head to recoveryafterstroke.com, where you can download a guide that will help you. It's called 7 Questions to Ask Your Doctor About Your Stroke. These 7 questions are the ones Bill wished he'd asked when he was recovering from a stroke. They'll not only help you better understand your condition, they'll help you take a more active role in your recovery. Head to the website now, recoveryafterstroke.com, and download the guide. It's free.
Yeah, it has my book on sale. My first book is soon as I get a couple of $100, I think they told me it costs. I put this book up there for sale, but you can pick up this book if you email me on my Facebook account. I'll send you the link, Bill.
Yeah.
You can email. Put up. You can either buy the ebook version or you can buy the paperback version for like $13 is the paperback version, or the ebook version is like $3 and some change. But if you're froggy, then John, if you're a big baller, then so be it. Have it be a big baller and get a couple, not one, not two, not three, but 500 or 1,000 copies of the book. I don't mind.
So it's not essential to buy one copy. You can buy more than that, 500,
Yeah,
1,000,
you can buy
10,000.
more than that if you want to.
Yeah.
It don't even matter.
I love it.
If you want to just help a brother out, you know.
I love it. I love it. Now, you ended up on television. Were you on some kind of a morning show or something promoting your book?
I sure would. I was on a couple of things. Morning show. I on the a
One-on-one.
quartet show, a parade quartet. They ran a commercial for me. I mean, it's been somewhere everywhere. I'm trying to make a big splash.
Yeah. And did you also do a book signing?
Yes, sir. I did one, two. I did three books signings, and I got some more to go because I'm gonna go on a little tour with this thing. I need some sponsorship money. I need some help getting some sponsorship money, getting some things together where I can go on this tour because in my mind, I would like to go on the tour. I would like to take my books and go on the tour and display them and if they want to buy, they buy. If they want to, they buy them at the bars, no, but I wanted to hit the state of Georgia, all up and down the East Coast of America, all across the West Coast. I really wanted to go on the tour. And with that is gonna take sponsorship.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna need some heavy duty sponsorship. As far as it's not, I just need to get it and make it proud, and make it loud.
Yeah, I love it. You need some sponsorship. You want to do a tour. Most of the tour will be about Georgia, your home state, I believe. And then
Yeah.
And then you want to take this tour on so that you can get promotion, so you can sell more copies. How are the book sales
Yeah.
going at the moment with the first book?
Yeah, I want this thing to go worldwide because the first book is the first book. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. I got another book in the pipeline
Is the first
coming
one
down.
selling? Is the first one
Yeah,
selling?
these the first two 1.5 selling. The other one gotta get proofread.
Uh-huh.
It gotta get proofread right quick.
How many
But
copies have you sold?
The other one is gonna be a reloaded version. I'm gonna let my mom do one, and I'm gonna be like the executive producer over it. I'm gonna let her edit it out and edit it how she wants it.
So your mum's doing a book as well.
I'm gonna try to let her do it. I'm gonna like this is gonna be a family affair. Yeah. I'm gonna
Awesome.
let her. I want all my family to back me up and everything. This is gonna be a family affair. When it comes down to these other books, since everybody has something to say, I want everybody to have their own voice and everything.
How many
If they got something to say, they can get the input in it through their own book.
how many copies have you sold so far?
I don't have an exact amount. I know that they told me 70 sold one month, 44 sold the other month.
So it changes all the time.
Yeah, it changes every month. Every month goes by, it changes.
Yeah.
But today I don't know. how much exactly, how many copies I've sold. I do know this though. I'm in a brand new $12,000 wheelchair. So whatever I need, God will provide. It's all about God. He will provide for me.
So you got a new wheelchair?
Yeah, I did. Actually, I had to get a motorized wheelchair because if I use my arms, I get tired. I suffer from constant fatigue, and if I use my arms and wheel myself around, I get tired super easy. I'll be about to pass out. And so I have to get one of them electric wheelchairs.
Awesome,
And
awesome. So,
yeah,
so was that made possible because you raised the money through selling the book?
that was made possible because I made the money through selling books. It got me $500 fixed. My car was tore up, and the money from the book from people like viewers, listeners like yours, or watching this or listening to this and purchasing not one copy, I told you, not two copies, not three copies, but 50, 100 copies of my book. And that they purchasing all that for the book, for the book, and the book sale. All of it is going to great use, and this stuff that I myself needs and my mom needs.
Yeah, your mum needs, because she's having some troubles with her health at the moment.
Well, yes, like I said, she don't want to claim it. She don't want to claim that she's disabled. She is aging, though. She's aging and everything. And of course, you get sick as the older you get and everything. And like, between the two of us, we're taking so many bills and everything, which we got that the prescription prices got lowered a little bit. The temperature got brought down a little bit, but it's other things that go on with the cost of medical care. Medicare is the healthcare system is crazy right now.
Yeah,
And so I'm just looking for a way to release some of the pressure from her, release some of the pressure from me. And so I have things that need to be done, like going to therapy. That I did not know this, but let me tell you one thing about it, Mr. Bill. Mr. Wild Bill. Everybody everybody who you know, who's in the wheelchair, who's disabled, they're all going through money problems. That's the main thing because no matter who I talk to, I'm in the strengthen you group. No matter anybody who I talk to, we all go through the same thing,
money
and
problem.
that's money troubles. We want to keep our pride about ourselves, but what do you do? Because I'm trying to make a way out of no way. And I know that God's gonna step down and gonna help out and gonna step in and help out. But my thing is, I'm trying to do the right thing. I want to do the right thing. And what we all need is money.
Mhm.
That's just it. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. No ifs, ands, buts about it, YBL. That's all we all need. Everybody needs some money. Everybody who is disabled, if you had a stroke, if you guys, if you, no matter what it is, you have to pay for going to the doctor. If it ain't the doctor, you have to pay for transportation. No matter who I've talked to a lot of people. I have a network of people. We have a network of people. Miss Joy Towner is the head of the Strengthening You group. Miss Joy Towner, Miss Junior, and Mr. Junior Hernandez, Miss Katrina Prince, Miss Jennifer Wade, and Miss Heather Beth. All of us, we are in this together. And all it's gonna take for all of us is money. I
Yeah,
hate to say it like that, but
it's the truth.
everybody needs it. Everybody needs it across the board,
It's the truth.
across the whole line.
Nothing can get done
Every
without money. Now, also, with some help, you've been receiving help to write the first book. Are you still getting support to with the other books that you're writing? Is there somebody on the sidelines that you would like to uh, acknowledge that has been helping you with this project?
actually, uh, I kind I kind of started writing it by myself, but I wrote it all by myself. But I've had help as far as like graphic design. Anthony Williams, he did my logo, Crush the Rider logo. He did my logo there, and uh, like I have different. Louis Martell did the picture of the bulldog, the top, the story, the outline of it, what it looks like. Um, uh, EBL did some stuff. Just a whole
So,
different amount of people,
so there's a few
really.
people
But
that,
I really wrote the meat and
yeah,
potato story, and some of the other stories that'll be coming up. I'll be executive producing it, or
yeah,
I'll be putting my 2 cents in the story, like some of the South High anime stuff. I don't know how to do all the
yeah,
anime stuff, but I know how to tell a story. So that's what I'm gonna do. Tell the story, and the story is basically in the first book, the crusher and the show.
yeah,
The story, like I said, is an unconventional kind of story. I'm gonna redo it, and I'm gonna put my voice in it for where people can hear me. Here, let me be the one who
yeah,
read it, because I know how the story goes, and I know when there's a laugh track or when there's something. I don't want everybody to be confused or anything. But for the most part, all the other ones are pretty much it's just me telling the story
yeah.
basically.
So give us a look at the second book again. Give us another look at it.
Yeah, the second book is called It's All About the Tea. It's all about the tea. It's not that long. My cousin told me ain't nobody want to look at no pamphlet. Well, I got 261 pamphlets. So I mean, you're gonna be looking at the little pamphlets,
So it's a
you
story.
know.
So it's a short story about a
Yeah,
football
it's a
event that
short.
happened in your hometown.
Yeah, it's a short story about the hometown, and I have two short stories in there. One from the football game, the championship game, and the second one is from the homecoming activity. The second short story that I added in there was about what I was still chronicling the atmosphere and everything from the activities that was going on that day at the homecoming event. And I ran into this little girl. Her name is Shay Greer. And this little girl, um, I'll tell you a story real quick. Okay, when I was first had my stroke and I was coming out of the hospital and I came outside, it was this small little tiny little girl. Everybody else would come and they would come run up to me and greet me and everything. As soon as I opened up my mouth and they heard me talk like this, they took off running, except Shay Greer. She stayed right there. She was like my little angel. Because at that point, I was thinking about suicide. I I I wasn't thinking about it heavily, but it had crossed my mind by looking across the way, looking at the pills and like seeing 25 pills and like I got to take 25 pills a day just to live. Like, how am I gonna do that? Like, I wonder what would happen if I swallowed them all right now. Well, that's the kind of suicide I'm talking about. But I did do it, thank the Lord. I was smart enough not to do that. I'm not gonna do that. But back to little Miss Sacred. Miss Sacred was standing right there. She was bold and she was brave. And she was the only one that stayed and looked at me and looked into my eyes and everything while the other little kids went around to mommy. But it's stories like that that's in the book there. The book
Excellent.
is called the book is called It's All About the Tea.
It's
You can
all
pick it up at Amazon. Uh you can pick it up at Amazon. I'm gonna send you Bill the link and everything.
yeah.
The
I'll,
link.
I'll have all the links listed. I'll put all the links in the show notes so people can find them.
Okay.
They can connect with you. I'll show some photos as well that people can use.
Okay.
So it's all good. Look, I really appreciate it. I'm going to go on Amazon and buy my copy now, and
Okay.
I look forward to reading.
Yeah. Like I said, if a major corporation or something wants to supply some me, sure, go ahead. If you're lucky, go ahead. If you're happy and you know what, clap your hands. I'm gonna clap my hands, baby. I'm gonna clap them, all right. Yeah. And the thing is, if you feel froggy, I'll draw the line in the sand. I don't want you to jump if you feel froggy. So buy not one, not two, not three, but 50 or 500 or 1,000 copies if you want to of the book. Make it go live Bill. But yeah, like I said, uh, if you feeling froggy, then jump. If you balling like that.
Thanks, Keith. I really appreciate you reaching out.
All
Congratulations
right.
on the next book. Well done on
Yes,
everything you've achieved so far. And
yes, sir. And
best of
you
luck
know
with the new
what?
book.
If you're happy and you know it, come fast. All right, brother.
See ya.
All right, over now, baby. I have to throw my hoops up. I'm an honorary member of Jamaica South Side. I think they just like the way I bark, and I bark loud.
All the best, Keith. Be well. Thank you for joining us on today's episode. Hopefully, you can support Keith by going across to Amazon, searching Keith Crusher Rush, and getting a copy of his book. It's really important that we're able to support people who are doing great things with stroke recovery. To grab a copy of my own book, go to recoveryafterstroke.com/book. To learn more about my guests, including links to their social media and to download a transcript of the entire interview, go to recoveryafterstroke.com/episodes. Thank you to everyone who has already left a review regarding the podcast. It means the world to me. Podcasts live and thrive because of reviews. When you leave a review, you're helping other people who need this type of content, other stroke survivors, perhaps other caregivers who have just become caregivers, to find the podcast easier and to make their stroke recovery journey a little bit better. If you haven't left a review and like to do it, or all you need to do is go to Spotify or iTunes, leave a 5-star review and a few words about what the show means to you. If you're watching on YouTube, comment below the video. Lately, the comments have been amazing, and I've been noticing more and more people leaving comments. I respond to all of them, and I'm not at that stage where there's too many comments to respond to, so please do leave a comment. I'd love to see them. It also helps the algorithm share the video and put the video in front of other people because it shows that the video has been interacted with and it's liked, and it's a video that is worth showing to other people. So that'll be fantastic. That means we'll reach more people. If you're a stroke survivor with a story to share about your experience, come and join me on the show. You don't have to plan for the interviews. They're not scripted. All you need to do is turn up. All you need to do is be a stroke survivor who wants to share your story in the hope that it will help somebody else who's going through something similar. So please reach out. I'll look forward to hearing from you. If you are a researcher who has a story you want to share about a recent study and you want to let us know about your findings, please do reach out and let me know. If you're looking to recruit people into your studies, reach out, let me know, come on the show. Let's talk about your study and let's talk about what you're hoping to achieve and who you're hoping to help. I would love to have you on the show and support you and create some work that has been perhaps needed in this space. If you have a commercial product that you would like to promote that is related to supporting stroke survivors, there's also a path for you to join me on a sponsored episode of the show. Sponsored episode of the show are really important. This show is funded completely by me. And as a result of that, any support that I can get to raise some money to pay for some of the bills that this show has would be fantastic. That means I'll be able to cover the costs, do it for longer, and have amazing content go out to all the people who need it. Go to recoveryafterstroke.com/contact if you're any one of those people. Fill out the contact form explaining briefly which category you belong to. I will respond with more details of how we can connect via Zoom. Thanks once again for being here and listening. I really appreciate you. See you on the next episode.
Importantly, we present many podcasts designed to give you an insight and understanding into the experiences of other individuals. Opinions and treatment protocols discussed during any podcast are the individual's own experience, and we do not necessarily share the same opinion, nor do we recommend any treatment protocol discussed. All content on this website and any linked blog, podcast, or video material controlled this website or content is created and produced for informational purposes only and is largely based on the personal experience of Bill Gassiamis. The content is intended to complement your medical treatment and support healing. It is not intended to be a substitute for professional medical advice and should not be relied on as health advice. The information is general and may not be suitable for your personal injuries, circumstances, or health objectives. Do not use our content as a standalone resource to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease for therapeutic purposes or as a substitute for the advice of a health professional. Never delay seeking advice or disregard the advice of a medical professional, your doctor, or your rehabilitation program based on our content. If you have any questions or concerns about your health or medical condition, please seek guidance from a doctor or other medical professional. If you are experiencing a health emergency or think you might be, call 000 if in Australia, or your local emergency number immediately for emergency assistance, or go to the nearest hospital emergency department. Medical information changes constantly. While we aim to provide current, quality information in our content, we do not provide any guarantees and assume no legal liability or responsibility for the accuracy, currency, or completeness of the content. If you choose to rely on any information within our content, you do so solely at your own risk. We are careful with links we provide. However, third-party links from our website are followed at your own risk, and we are not responsible for any information you find there.